Hello students. We're going to work on these questions. They also deal with your measures of central tendency. They're a little bit different. In these cases, we're going to need to set up an equation in order to solve these. And they're fun and interesting. And there's a method you can use to solve them. So when you first look at them, you may think, oh my goodness, but they're not difficult. I'm going to show you how to do them. Okay, so this first question says, on his math tests, Matthew scores 80, 85, 92, 78, and 90. If he wants to make an 87 on his report card, what score must he make on his next test? Okay, so let's start with adding up the scores that he already has. We have 80, 85, 92, 78, and 90. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tests. Let me count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and you can add your column of numbers on your calculator. 80 plus 85 plus 92 plus 78 plus 90. That gives us 425. So I have 425 as his total scores so far, but he still has one more test to take. And we don't know what he needs to make on that. Or he doesn't know what he needs to make on that. So let's just put plus question mark right there. So these are the first 5 tests. And then he has one more test for a total of 6 tests. Okay? Remember, when we find our mean average, we take our total and divide it by how many numbers we have. Okay? They tell us on this question that he wants to make a mean average score of 87. Okay? So we're going to put equal 87. He wants his final grade in the class to be 87. Okay, so we're going to solve this equation just like we learned to solve equations. We're going to undo it. Instead of a question mark right here, I'm going to change that and put a T for test. How about that? So we're going to solve for the unknown T. All right. The goal is to get T isolated all by itself and say T equals something. In order to do that, I need to get rid of these numbers that are around it. So I'm going to start with getting rid of this 6 right here. This is dividing, okay? 6 is dividing into that. I want that 6 gone. So the opposite of dividing is to multiply. So I'm going to come right here and I'm going to multiply by 6. And that's going to cancel it out, okay? If I multiply by 6 on this side of the equal sign, I must multiply by 6 on the other side of the equal sign too, because I have to keep everything in balance. All right, so now I have 425 plus T equals 87 times 6. 87 times 6, and I get 522. All right, okay. Still want to get rid of this number right here because I want T to be by itself. 425. If I want 425 to go away, I have to subtract it here, don't I? If I have 425 and I take away 425, it's gone. But anything I do on one side of the equal sign, I must do the exact same thing on the other side of the equal sign. Okay, so now I have t isolated all by itself, and I just subtract 522 minus 425 minus 425, hit equal, and he has to make 97 on his last test to get an average on his report card of 87. He's got to ace that last test to get a B in the class. Okay? Alrighty. I'm going to do one more for you. And I'm going to put these on Google Classroom for you to work again. Okay? Let's see. Hold on. There was one I did want to work. I'm not seeing that question. Okay, we'll just go ahead and work the next one. Okay, Hank bowls 3 games. He scores 129, 155, and 133. To enter a tournament, he must average 142 for the night. What must he score on his last game? Okay, so let's see. He made 129 on the first game, 155 on his second game, 133 on his third game. Let's add those up. See what he made on those 3 games. Clear my calculator. Make sure there's nothing stored in there. Can y'all see that? Okay, we have 129 plus 155 plus 133. Okay, so far he's got 417 points. But he has one more game to play, so let's put B for bowling. Okay, so 417 plus his one more game. So we have 3 games here, and we have 1 game here for a total of 4 games. All right. He wants his average for the tournament to be 142. Okay, so let's put 142 here. So we need to know what he wants. He needs to score on his last game in order to get his average for the night of 142. Okay, 4 is related to the unknown by division. The opposite of dividing is to multiply. Just put times 4 and cross it out right there. Jump the equal sign, times 4. Now bring down your 417 plus B equals 142 times 4. Let's do that on the calculator. 142 times 4. Enter. I get 568. Okay, got to get rid of 417. I have 417 and I want to get it to go away. I have to subtract 417. Now, I can cancel it out. But anything I do on one side of the equal sign, I must do the exact same thing on the other side of the equal sign. So now I have B alone, and 568 minus 417 tells me that he has to score on his last game of bowling 151 in order to have his nightly average 142. Okay, I'm going to put these up on Google Classroom for you all to practice them, and you can work them as many times as you want. Never hurts to do that, and I will have explanations on there for you also. So have fun. These are fun to do. They're puzzles. You're working puzzles. And I will see you next time.